how warm is here. And it's not hot because it's hot here, it's because the Spirit makes it hot. When God is coming, it's becoming to be hot. You know, God is not coming with empty hands. Wherever He's going, He's bringing something. And He's bringing something that He needs. Exactly what you need. Bringing something exactly what you need. Because God is a Father who loves. And He knows what His child needs. When a father coming to the house, he knows exactly. He will not bring something that the child doesn't need. When you didn't need it for 100 and He gave it to you. Always, we need to remember that when God is coming, gonna bring something. And then is a gift with beautiful cover. You don't know. You're as a kid, you are waiting when my Father will come and He will give it to me and open to me. You don't know what is there. But you know exactly that He is not coming with empty hands. Maybe today it's still early for you to open this delivery or this gift. It's still covered beautiful, but the time will come that you will be able to uncover this. So this for me is very making me feel better when I know that whenever God is coming, He will never coming with empty hands. Praise the Lord. My message is not this, of course. First, I want to say to you something that remind you that on this Thursday, the Shavuot holiday, we are going to prophetic school. You all remember, you already signed. Whoever didn't, you can talk there. Ariela will post in the next few days whatever you need to bring with you. Make sure that it's not 5-star hotels. There is no jacuzzi and pools. I know you used to. We used to go. We are so... For a while, we did an encounter in a big villas. It was sauna, jacuzzi, pool. Who was in this encounter? Everyone almost, right? Whoever had enough time to be there. But some other people came later and they already didn't get this experience. But with the time, we did encounter in place like this until God said to me that God told me we don't need to do it comfortable. We need to learn how to live in another way. And then we started to do encounters in the church. So right away I'm saying to you the school will be in the tent of Bedouin. Make sure there is not too many. She gonna send you what to bring, and it's gonna be unique time. God came to the tent of Abraham. God came to the tent of Abraham. It says that Moses put a tent and God made a visit to him. And in this tent, it will be something unique. So don't forget, Friday we will not have a church because we will come just Friday night home. So make sure, get more information from Ariela. Those who are waiting to the next Friday, don't wait. This week will be without church. Be good. So I'm gonna talk today about something. Many times we're looking from something to get rid of. Our life is always there is something that we want to get rid of. So I pay attention that in the last time to my eyes came a lot of time that the churches, that the believers looking from what to get rid of, what to throw away from the life, what not to be with anymore. You know, the feeling is like we are always looking and running after, not what to get more, but what to get rid of. But when you're finding Jesus, you're already getting. And there is some principle that when you are fooling with something, everything old is already pushed out. Automatically, it's going away. But always to us, we feel like to look for some moments what we need to get rid of. There is some things, situations, or people even in our life that it's better for us 100% to get rid of them. But there are some things that we want to get rid of, but God didn't told us to do it. And today I'm going to talk about this. To get rid of or to let it at it. This is the message name. Because to run after what to get rid of and throw away, we're always losing the important message from God. It's to run away. This is already became to be very craziness already and sickness. Because when a person looking for what to get rid of and looking all his life about this and living in this, you know what is the word get rid of? What it means? It's to get free from something heavy, something bothering you, something dangerous. To run away from something, to disconnect from something and not to have it. So in our life, sometimes there are things and situations when we understand that for us, we need, or there is something in our life or a person in our life that we don't want to have it in our life because it's bothering us, or some sickness, or some moment, or something that is bothering you and doesn't letting you to be calm. You're always looking the ways how to get rid of. You're praying 100%. You're charismatic, no? Charismatic are always praying. So you're praying, God, get me rid of this. God, give me freedom. I want freedom. God, take this away, this heavy moment in my life. And then when nothing is happening, we're starting to look for another ways. What we can do more, how we can change the mind of God for Him to help me to influence on my life again. Like to try to change to God, we're trying to cry, to scream, to bother, we're trying to do mess. And then in this way, we're even by ourselves don't understand how we're going into the trap of always looking for how to get rid of. And I know one person, and one is Jesus. That when he came to, and in this getting rid of, there is everything already. And you don't need always to run after, but you need to get it by yourself. You see the difference? There are some moments that you can accept the getting rid of, and there is something that you're always running after how to get rid of this. And some moments that God opened to me this week. We're going to have freedom today, don't worry. Because now, it's not just radical difference. We are still having this, the changing that coming, the wind of changing that gonna change. God now changing even our focus on things. God didn't say us focus just on something. We did it by ourselves because He wants to bring us to some things. We cannot see more if we're still running after simple things, how to get rid of, how to be freedom from something, and some heavy things in our life. So today God will change our mind, and I believe that we will have freedom today. The first point, we will go to Matthew 13 from 24 to 26. And the first moment, it says, let it grow together. Let's read this little story from Matthew. He said to them one story. The kingdom of God looks like a person who put seeds on the right land, and everyone was sleeping, and the one who came to steal all the good growth. I will stop here. We all remember this story that Jesus said. The one who put on a good ground, good seeds. Imagine your life is a field. Let's talk about like symbolizations. So your life is like a field. God put on your field good seeds. But then someone who came and put his bad trees between all the good seeds. Did the enemy can put on your field something? Yes, he can. And this is a fact, that wherever there is a good seed, suddenly there is a bad seeds. And sometimes we're looking at our life and we want only good seeds. We don't even have nothing bad there. And we're always looking. Imagine you walking and always with the light checking, but there is the bad seeds and the good seeds, they are really similar. It's hard to see the difference in the beginning. Imagine what you always taking care of, just looking by your field and with a little light checking where is a little bit more bad seed, what there is more I can take away and get rid of. And look what Jesus said. And then when the good seeds grow and also the bad seeds grow suddenly, interesting. So this growing and this growing, and at the same time, it doesn't happening that just one is growing. The other bad seeds is also growing. The servers came to the owner and said, "The owner, look, you put good seeds. Where the bad seeds came?" Oh, I like this question. Look at the symbolization. How many times we are having the question, God, how it happened to me? How in my life? In me, the holy person, the doing always good. Suddenly there are some bad feeling, like a bad, aggressive, hate. You have a good seed. How? My life is amazing and clean and holy. And suddenly something grow their bed, and we have a question where it came from, in me or on my field. How these bad seeds grow? What is this? And he said, someone of my enemy did it. Look, we sometimes thinking the devil have a very weak personality. But it doesn't mean that the devil can have fully to do whatever he wants in your life. And today I will prove you this, that he has the way to put you some little bad seed on your field. It's possible for him. But he is not strong enough sometimes. Someone from my enemy did it. So the servants told to the owner, do you want us to go and to kill them? We want to go and to take all the bad things from you, for you to be holy. The owner said, no, I don't want. Because together with the bad seeds, you're going to take out the good one. Let them grow together. And when the time of the harvest will come, I will tell you, take the good one first, the bad one take later, and throw it to the fire. Let them grow together. And here I want to pay attention on this very important key of sentence that he said. Actually, there are things that God let in your life to happen, even on your field, that it should grow there, together with you. Some things that the enemy put on your field, and God in this time didn't tell you to get rid of them. There are some things that growing together with you, that growing and it's sometimes getting you bothering, or you want to get rid of this right now. But God's saying, no, let it be, for this to grow together with the good. Many people saying, why God, this is what happened in my life, I don't have success, I have this hard situation. God says, let it be right now. It's gonna grow together, because we want ideal life, the perfect. We don't want nothing to bother us in the life. We want it to be amazing and perfect. But actually, the enemy, sometimes God letting him to seed in your life something for you not to be so comfortable, not for you to run all your life and to look for get rid of some things. Those two different things. But we cannot let it be sometimes. When Paul, the apostle, you maybe don't like this sentence, but he said, I asked God to get rid of. And he said, you have enough of my blessing. What, God? You don't love Paul? Why? In our life, there are some hard stuffs and bothering us. Because without those things, when you don't need nothing and everything is amazing, and you don't want to fight and need to fight, everything is for you, hallelujah. You are weak, you are calm, you are ate a lot. You don't need anything else. And when there is some things growing and bothering you and not comfortable for you, it doesn't mean you need to get rid of them right now. You need to leave them. Because then Jesus said, when the time will come, when the moment will come, He will separate and He will clean this. We want to get rid of everything right now. We want to live in a free life, that nothing will be bothering us. But I know one thing. From my own life, I'm trying to get rid of one, something else is coming. I'm trying to get rid of the other one, and the third is coming. Sometimes we say, get rid of this. You're getting rid of, but there is something is new appearing. One more hard seed. The question that we always have, do you need to get rid of this always? Or sometimes you need to let it be, to this to grow on your field. And this, let it grow together, like the owner said, until the right time. But we are so focused on setting free and getting rid of some things, so we don't even remember and don't understand why God let those things in this moment in our life. Because God knows that if you will not have it, maybe you will not grow anymore. Maybe you will already let it not taking care of the field, because this is what make you feel growing, to know where you are located. Because the life without things, without some new things or hard things, it's an empty life. Because especially through those things, God teaching us a lot. So we need today to change and to disconnect to a new things. Maybe something's bothering you. Maybe some things are hard for you in your life. But there are things that maybe now you cannot get rid of, but through them you can step ahead. And I know that God, by the ears, teach me by levels to step through some situations, through some hard and pain. What is to step on? Imagine like this little grow thing. It's easy to step and to pass ahead, but sometimes you see even people who are running and jumping on top is very high. Like even the sport people are jumping, and it's always more high and more high. You saw in the Olympiada. Imagine to you, every time this thing is even higher and higher and growing, and it's even harder for you. Because if you did this you also can do. And this is even helping you to go ahead with God, to grow with Him. It doesn't mean that you need to get rid of this right now. You need to step ahead from this and to jump on top of this. And this is not easy. Because if we're saying about a pain of person, to step through a pain, it's easier to throw it out. Some person, there is a person, for example, that doesn't have any problem in their life. I'm a person with no problem. I'm hallelujah. That's it. I blocked him. Blacklist. He is not bothering me anymore. This is the most easy thing to get rid of the problem or from the bad seed. Okay, he said, Jesus, let's throw away all those bad seeds. Jesus said, no, because when you're gonna get rid of them, you're gonna get rid of your future that can make this to grow and to go ahead, to jump on top of pain and to grow spiritual. You understand? And this is why I said, leave them grow together. But how we are? To get rid of. I'm a person without problem. No, church is without problem. I will pray at home. I'm mad on the church. That's it. There is a pastor. He's bad. He is not praying for me enough. And that's it. No church, no problems, right? But we're always trying to get rid of from things that God didn't told us to get rid of. And when we need to pass by a moment in the life, in a relationship with people, in a church, for us to understand something and to go ahead. You know, when a person, it's easy. Let's talk about relationships. To cut the connection with someone, right? It's easy. It's an annoying person, that's it. I cannot talk with you anymore. Blacklist. That's it. You cut the relationship. But the question, did you learn to forgive and to stay with a person that doesn't matter what? This makes you to grow and to step ahead from your problem. The first thing we are getting rid and cutting off. But you can get rid of person, but you cannot get rid of the bitterness of unforgiveness that you have in your heart. So not from person you need to get rid of. To learn, to step by this pain and to grow the relationship with a person, to forgive, to let him be there. And this is in our field. There are some also bothering people, no comfortable situations, people who became to us like a stone on the way. But if God said to you to get rid of this connection, because it can be bad for you, or maybe letting those people to be in your life until some moment, and then God said, yes, you took your lesson, amazing, go ahead, I'm taking you ahead to another step. Okay, but sometimes God letting this be. And we're like, why? Why I'm having passion so much? I had so much bothering. For what, God? For this. Because when you learn, when you did this and deal with this, you grow. When you don't have all these things and everything is easy for you to get rid of, then there is nothing that you need to push and to put more power. Everything gonna throw away from your life and you will be so easy on empty field, even that there is no gonna grow nothing. But we understand that all this gave to us for us to take, learn and to have lessons in our life. I want to say also, more than this, that many times people even trying to get rid of from God. I will say something now. Some place in the Bible that someone tried to get rid of bad God. Did you know this place? Let's open Job 1. Person that his name Ayob, he was living in Uz. He was a good believer. He was worshipping God and ran away from hate and bad. Job had 7 sons and 3 girls. He had a lot of servers. and he was the most rich person on the east. The time of the angel came. God said to the Satan, "Where have you been?" "I walked in the land." Then God asked, "Did you saw Job, my server? No one is comparing to him. He's so good person." Worshipping to God. The Satan said, "Of course he's worshipping God because he has a reason. You're always covering him and his family or helping to him. You're blessed him, and this is why he's so rich. Because you can see all his richness everywhere, but if you will take everything that he has, he's gonna curse you in the face." God said, "Do whatever you want with Job, but don't touch his sons." And devil go and did. Let's fresh our mind. The most rich person in the East. I like this sentence. He was a right person. He was always worshipping and right before God. And here it says also, he was very good person. You know, Job was not knowing even what happened in his life. He was so rich, happy, having kids, house, rich, business, you know. He had the biggest business. He was so rich. He has everything. And suddenly, in one amazing day, here in the land, something is happening that he cannot even understand why all his life just crashing, just by few days. Why? You know, I will tell you one revelation. For a good person, in the spiritual world, there is a fight. For a good person, that really right before God and worshipping him, there is a fight in the spiritual world. The devil will come to say to God, to say something about this person. When we don't understand that in the spiritual world there is some fight for each of us. In your life, when something is happening, it's not because you did something bad and it's for you. And you punished, you failed, you're a sinner. Stop to say it and think like this. When a person always, of course I did a sin, this came to me. When Job did something bad, maybe you did something bad, you think, and you're starting to look the reasons what you did bad. Oh, again you're looking for those little seeds in your field, what you did. What I did there in my field, and why in my life this thing happened. Listen, my dears, we need to understand that sometimes whatever happening in your physical world, in your family, in your house, your relationship or things, it doesn't matter what you did before. And look about Job. He didn't had nothing bad. For a good person, for a right person, there is a fight in the spiritual world for this soul. And look, God letting this to happen. Why? Why he letting the devil to touch Job? Touch everything he has, but don't touch him, he said to him. We know the continuation of this story, that at the end, after the devil stole everything from Job, and the devil came again to God. The second sentence. On the next day, look, one day. You know that in one day so many things can happen to you that some other people didn't have even in 30 years. Sometimes I'm seeing on some believer people and also no-believers, this, what believer did on his young age, the other no-believer didn't had all even half of those things in the 40 years. You know why? Because on his soul, it was so strong fight in the spiritual world. There is nothing like Job passed through in the Bible. No one saw personality like him. Knowing the New Testament, knowing the Old, that passed through whatever Job passed through. He lost his kids. Imagine what is even lost the kids. So many kids, 10 kids. Okay, you lost your business. Okay, you were rich and suddenly you're poor. But all your kids died? Next, second sentence. On the next day, the angel came to God, and also the devil came too. God asked, Devil, where have you been? He said, I went on the land. When God said, Did you sow Job? The one like him, there is no one else. You know, I want to tell you something. A prophetic word to you, church. When in your life something is crashing, know that God looking at you and saying, like you, there is no one else. You are always the best for Him. And in this moment, when everything is crashing, it's very hard to believe that God is saying and looking at you like this. It's really hard to believe and to accept that in this moment, this is what He want to tell about you. Like you, there is no one in the land. Because you are special for Him. You think God said to it just to Job? Imagine to me that also you, when you're passing through hard words, hard things, He also saying this and saying to the angels, everyone who came to the meeting with God right there, it was an angel meeting. You know, you think just you have a conference here. They have also conference in the heaven. Here it says, and also the devil came there. And God said about one Job, like this there is no one else in the land. Imagine that you can have this revelation and to live your life, because it doesn't matter what you're passing through. If you always know that God is amazed from you, that He always think about you, like you, there is no one, you are the best for Him. You are the best creation from all the sons. You know that this revelation let me live again. Like you, there is no one else in the land. Take inside you, eat this sentence, especially for you. Job, he is a good person, God said about him. He is listening and going away from the hate. He has a lot of faith, even after, without a reason, you, the devil, asking to destroy everything he has in the life. Without any reason, you decided to destroy everything that he has in the life. This is what God said to the devil. You're asking why it happened to you. There are things without reason that happening in your life, because for your soul there is a fight in the heaven. Can you believe? The devil answered, skin by skin, a person will give everything just to be alive. If you will use the power of you, so He's gonna curse you in the face. Okay, God said, He's in your hands, but don't kill him. The devil put on Job some sickness on the skin. Many people asking, God punished me with sickness, and this is why I have all those things on my skin, for example. You know that this sentence is also a big revelation. Who covered Job with the sick? The devil. God didn't put any sickness on no one. If someone thought else, here it says and showed. Job sat on the floor and started to clean all his skin. His wife asked him, "You're still believing in God? You're still listening to Him? Curse God and die." Job said to his wife, "You are talking like stupid things. When God giving good, we are accepting. So don't complain. We need to accept everything from Him. Doesn't matter what's happening to us." Job didn't sin and didn't curse God. You understand that here at the beginning it was a mess in his business, then on his family, his kids. the attack from the devil, all the heaven, all on you, the hell is running. On Job, yes, you can see what mess he had in his life. No, like you have problems in your life. And we love to put from a mouse elephant sometimes. We like to make things more grow than what they are. Some things for us, so little stupid things in our life happening. We are complaining. We're getting crazy. Stop to do dramas, because always put Job next to your eyes. On him, yes, all the hell run against him. There are some people who really pass through really hard things, some bad relationship with people or things, but there are many people that just living a life has an amazing life, something happening to them. There is a drama like crazy. There is a terrible vibe. And I understood one thing, that if Job didn't pass through all this, he was never understanding, maybe, what is when you're losing something and how it's with God. A person who lost a lot of things in his life, he has a moment that he is thankful for everything. That it's also a revelation. Everything that you lost in your life, if it was a fight for your soul in your life, things happen. Like here, God says that you didn't deserve, that you passed through hard things and you lost something. God is a God that's surprising us. There is no even one lost, will not stay on the side. God is refreshing and giving more. You saying you lost this, I lost this, very expensive. It was very expensive for him, and we're crying, God, why I lost it? Why it happened to me? Because this time is for you to pass through something, because God has a better thing for you and bigger for you. To be thankful. And all the time it's coming. I'm always waiting for more, but we don't like to wait. God said to me, until the right time. But the moment when you believe, when you know that you will know all the life will be the same things you have now, you understand with faith that a better time coming. I believe in this, that many people pass through really hard life, hard moments, hard situations in their life, where they were broke, when they were about, like a tank passed on top of them, financing, the house a mess, everything. I want to have a prophetic word here again. The time of giving from God, like Job did, God at the end is coming. All those lost things that you lost in your life, including your health, the season of accepting. Look, the wife of Job, let's put attention on her. Here it was also one idea. Get rid of this God that you're believing in, like she said to her husband. And when people so painful from God, so mad on God, when you are mad on a person and you're getting rid of a person, but how to get rid of the pain that you have on God? Job could be pain from God? Yeah, 100%. He had all the reasons. God, it's not you maybe. Not you punished me. You took all my kids, you took everything I have. He could just think about the thing that I'm so painful that God letting those things in my life. This is what he could think, right? How many times we had this question? Why, God, you let it be in my life? But look, there are some moments when you understand that doesn't matter what situation, my choice to believe in God more than to look with my physical eyes and to look what is going on in my life now. Those people, this is why they're getting more after. But those who are living with pain on God, maybe you're not showing this, maybe you are not know this, but I'm sure many people need to relook again the heart of them. Maybe they are a little bit pain from God, having some hate to God. Maybe in your life you had some bad situation in your life and you didn't understand why it happened, and you are inside have some little pain for Him. If you have it and it doesn't letting you go ahead, if you're stuck, this little point is stuck and boiling in your heart. You need to get rid of this. You need to understand that everything that God led to your life, it came to your life just because of a good reason. Maybe because it was a big fight for you in the spiritual life, spiritual world. And look, the time of giving, getting from God. You know, we are kind of stingy people. Maybe we're stingy people. Not many times when we see people that you giving to someone one, he giving you 10 times more. Most of the time, you giving to me, I'm not giving to you. The spirit of just getting more. And there are some people, you giving him one thing and he just want to give you back 1,000 times just for the little one thing he did to you. And this is how God, look at how Job, he saw through all this dark time, he was against until the end to God. He was for God and he was praising God and he didn't curse, doesn't matter what. And look what it says in Job 42:10. God let Job everything he had, and he gave him even twice more than what he had before. 2 times more. He had a lot, and imagine now 2 times more. And I want to tell you some new thing, some new understanding of giving more. God giving you twice more. But you need to pass through some moments, maybe some very hard points. But not because you sin, not because you failed, not because you mess it up, just because the spiritual world, for you, it was a big fight. If we will understand this revelation and we will live in this, we will not look for what to get rid of first. There are things that we need to live in our field of the life, to let it grow together. You understand? And those bad seeds and the good harvest need to grow together. But the time will come. Jesus said, the time that He gonna separate and He will collect the harvest and He gonna throw the bad to the fire and the good He gonna take to Him. But to this you need to live, to wait. And I'm always saying, many people saying, Pastor, I don't have any more power for this. I want to give up. That's it. I'm tired. I'm already don't have any more power. And I'm always saying, now you need to have more passion. What you need to do when there is no any more passion? In this, we need to learn to be patient more. Look, Jacob. I like this sentence in the Bible. Jacob 1:2-4. It says, my brothers, when you are meeting some hard times in your life, make it as a big happiness. How this sentence was annoying to me before. Why he thinking to write this? Yes, now my life is crashing. His kids died. He all sitting with sickness and he need to be happy. How good is God? that I'm old, having this sickness. What is said in this sentence? Why to be thankful? And I understood what it means. Be happy that for you it's a big fight in the spiritual world. Not because you're a sinner, but because you're right. Many things hard for the right people. And then the Christianity understanding will learn and will stop to say how bad they are and what they did. And this is the atmosphere of understanding that you are free. And this is the only reason. Don't be happy because you have a pain in the leg and you're happy. No, this is not the point here. I'm so happy that my leg is paining. No, don't understand it wrong. No, by the understanding that for you right now in the spiritual world, it means you are so appreciated by God. You are so important for God. You are so unique for Him, that He is fighting for you. There is no one like you in the land, and even the devil will try to fight and to steal you from God, but he will not succeed. And He came to put a seed in your life, and for you fast to look for encounter or a conference that coming to get rid of the devil, but for you to learn to pass also through hard things in your life. It's gonna be a big happiness for you, because you know what's happening in the spiritual world for you. You know that the trying in your life is making you be more strong. The words in this translation is a little bit different. We're not going deep of this revelation. It's making you be stronger when you're passing through those things. All the time when you have this different pain, that you know how to step ahead, to know how to go ahead through some situations, you're becoming to be more strong, more stability. And you need to grow right there, to be ready without any bad things. To be ready. We're always saying we are like no ready church, no ready Christians. What it means that they are not ready? It means that they are not ready enough to understand some things. And then we see why that many people, instead of accept what's happening in them life and what God let it happen in your life, we are running to get rid of. And this is why the message called like this: get rid of or let it be. There are some things that need to stay until some time in your life, and God is showing to you what will be later. You need to pass through this process to be ready for the faith to grow in you, to be full of this. A person, I'm always saying, person that doesn't know some pains, person who is suffering sometimes, he can feel the other suffer of another person because he passed it by himself. Person that never, I will not feel what you have in your life because maybe I didn't have it in my life. Imagine people who pass through divorce, they know the pain of divorce. Woman that was one mother growing a kid, another woman can understand her. Another woman that did the same, that she was so lonely. If you are a person that passed through something through yourself, you can understand more other people. And this pain is making us to be more clear, to be more feeling to another people. This all coming to our life because we're going in the life. Not just our life is interested for us. We also want to serve to others, to serve and to show them the right way. And many people are going to come to you and ask you, where I felt, where I sinned, why God punished me, Who heard this? I heard it a lot. Why God let it happen in my life? But there are some moments when a person will look for you to pray for him, for you to put the hands on him, and you understand clearly that the thing is not that he's a sinner and this is why he has it. He is the right person. And what's happening in his life, and God let it happen, it's the lesson that he's passing through in their life. He doesn't need to be free. He needs to be supported by you. He needs your shoulder. He needs to understand the revelation that for his soul is happening a fight in the heaven. I believe that each of you took something, personality, to you. If you will pass this thing of not to look for what to get rid of, but to live and grow, we will have so many things, and it's going to be so easier for us and faster, more than that we are always complaining and looking what to get rid of, some things that we don't even need to get rid of. Praise the Lord. You know, I remember I was reading the book, some book about the brave people who doesn't read this book. 99% of those people, general of the faith, it's a faithful believer book, those people were having very hard life. But just because of this, they became to be generals and very big leaders, and especially because of this. Those people that we can read about them biography, about them life, we can understand that those people worth the book that they wrote about them. If you're looking for an easy life, that your life will be without any things, without any bad seeds, you're always looking to get rid of something, to throw this person from my life. Maybe there is some person that is not comfortable for you in the life, and you're looking for to get rid of him, to put him in the blacklist. It will not help you, because you will get rid of this and you will get another person, even more hard. Maybe even more, he's gonna bother you even more than the other one. There are things that we need to stop to look for to get rid of them. God, I'm really thankful and that you're letting us to know it. We know who is the one who wanna get, who know what is better for us, and we're living in this. We're rejecting that we don't want anymore run in the field of us, and we are trying always to look for what to get rid of. Let all this grow together, as you said. There are some things you're saying to us today. Leave it as it is. The time will come when it's gonna be separation, when those things will go and get rid of from your life. But today, learn from all the hard situation you have in your life, to take the biggest lesson, to pass through this with two step, to live with this, to learn not to be pain on God and on people, to learn how to trust the one who gonna answer on all your lost. He knows what you lost. God, we accepting the revelation that each of us so loved by you, that when you look at the earth you see, and you saying about each of us, son, there is no one like you, and you saying to each daughter, there is no one like you. This is what God said to you, and he's saying this to his angels, and he's saying our names in the meeting with them. Those are my child, those are my kids. God, thank you that when there is a fight for our souls, you are standing on our side. And we're thankful that everything that happened in our life, maybe we lost something, it's just because you want twice for us later and to give us even more than the lost. God, I believe that now we're going into the season, not just to getting rid of the season when you are giving for all the lost, and this given is twice. If you lost something that was very important for you, don't go back to worry about this, about what you lost. Say, God, I'm letting to those things that I lost to be lost, because I know you can give me more and I don't need this, because you know what is better for me. Because you are the one who knows. You don't look at me as a sinner, you look at me as a right person, as your son. You're looking at us as lovely sons and daughters. You're looking at us as one that He is proud of us before His angels. Thank you that you're teaching us to accept each thing with big happiness, because you are fighting for our souls and we are important for you. You love us as a father lovely. You are always covering us. You are the one who let us free from the things you don't want us to have. Let us the knowledge, not to run after what to get rid of, but to live through this and to learn that everything that needs to go out from our life is gonna go away anyway, because our life is in your hands. And I'm thankful for the church and the generation that will live in this, that will stop to run and to look for what to be setting free by the different prayers and encounters all the time, because we know that God is the only one who's choosing for us, and everything that's happening is for us. You want us to be ready and grow, and we are thankful. I'm always will take and accept everything from your heart and from your hand, and have this testimony with God, this convert, that everything that God gave you, it's for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to be ready. God, I don't have complaint why you did it to me and why you let it happen in my life. I know there is a fight for me in the heaven, because you're fighting for me. And I know that everything that I lost, you will give it to me twice. Everything is from you.